Life Preserver from Aslan's Apprentice. Tuesday morning, I got a call from a dear friend. We live on the western edge of the Eastern time zone, so summer afternoons are endless, but mornings are dark. Not this week, though. With spring approaching and time change not quite here, my drive to school is in the light. While heading north on I-75, I watched the streetlight after streetlight say goodnight in orderly succession. I was flooded with God's Holy Spirit. With a tearful smile, I said, "I love you, Father. I remember." When I was 7, I was an atheist. While watching out my bedroom window on 5077 Norway Drive, I would stare at the streetlight and try to catch it the moment it fell asleep. More times than not, it got away because my thoughts always distracted me. On one less vigilant occasion, I thought, God can't be real because he can't talk to all the people in the world at the same time. That's when I became an atheist. It was about a year later when a crisis in an orange orchard convinced me that there was a God and that he was looking out for me. He loved me. He still loves me. My walk is by faith, but a call now and then makes me breathless with his love and overwhelmed with excitement about being in heaven with him. Last night I had a dream. I was on a high cliff and the river below was rapidly rising. It was even starting to splash those of us on the cliff. I watched several unstable rafts filled with expressionless people traveling on this river at a deadly speed. They didn't seem to know or care about the perils that they surely would come sooner than later. I thought about Psalm 32 where it says, "Even though the mighty waters rise, it will not reach him. You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround me with songs of deliverance." I don't want any of us or those we love to be a person on that raft. Our world continues to say that bad is good and good is bad. In Jeremiah we read that we have lost our ability to blush. We know that one day every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. I want to kneel now on the saving side of that confession and not after it's too late. Many people respond to the gospel in this way. Jeremiah 6:10, "To whom can I speak and give warning? Who will listen to me? Their ears are closed so that they cannot hear. The word of the Lord is offensive to them, and they find no pleasure in it." We are saved by faith, and we will never earn our way to heaven, but God does expect us to accept the free gift and live lives pleasing to God. I have shared with you that for about 10 years, I have had accountability partners. You may have been one of them. We are open and honest with each other and pray and encourage each other when we fall short. Below is a list of one of my accountability partners found, and we use it every Friday morning. Being aware of what I should do makes it easier to stay on track. I hope this list helps you as much as it is helping me. Have you spent time daily in the Word and in prayer? Have you done your 100% best in your job, in your school, in your life? Have you been completely above reproach in your financial dealings? Have you told any half-truths or outright lies, putting yourself in a better light to those around you? Have you spent quality relationship time with family and friends? Have you taken care of your body through daily physical exercise and proper eating, sleeping habits? Have you allowed any person or circumstance to rob you of your joy? How many days have you prayed with your wife or husband since we last met? Have you lost your temper in any situation recently? Have you had any flirtatious or lustful attitudes, tempting thoughts, or exposed yourself to any explicit materials which would not glorify God? Have you shared the gospel with anyone since we last met? What great joy it is to have godly people around me to keep me on the path. Remember those people on the raft? They don't have to drown. Pray now, right now if you would, for someone you know who is not saved. There are many people who get this sermon who I prayed for many years before they came to know Jesus. No one is too bad or too lost to be saved. And they may make some of the greatest Christians. Just look at Paul the Apostle. I'm going to go back over the list. Father, I pray for those unsaved that are in our lives, Father. Those that you know that I am lifting up to you now that may watch this, so I won't say names, but you know those, Lord, that I am lifting up now and asking that you would touch them. Give me the opportunity to be closer to them, to earn the right to be called a friend so that I could share this wonderful news of your saving grace, Father. Pray for everyone here that we would be bold, that we would remember that it's our job to share this beautiful news. Those of us who love you and serve you, we have a responsibility to let others know and not to hide it. We're not to hide our candle, but we're to let it shine. And Father, I don't want to be legalistic, but I do know that the more I follow these